A lot of people just, as they get older, lose that fascination with the holiday season and are quite happy to go be at work and in their offices, and then at that time of year, when the gatekeepers have all gone home, they are accessible to you. They are sitting around with nothing to do. Hey, this is Jason Kanigan, president of Sales on Fire. I want to talk to you today about the Holiday Doldrums, okay? Everybody has this idea that during the period between Thanksgiving and, say, the first week of January, everybody buggers off on holidays. And so you might as well just shut down, particularly the period between, say, December 20th and January, 5th, 10th, something like that. This is an entirely false belief. I have closed many deals during my birthday week, which is the end of the year, that week there between Christmas and New Year's. It is very possible, and I'll tell you why. The first thing to realize is you are not your customer, okay? So just because you think you understand how people behave, it doesn't mean that everyone is behaving that way, okay? A lot of people have different beliefs. Some people hate Christmas. I don't mean they hate the Christian idea of Christmas. They hate the consumer thing that Christmas has become. You don't have to go very far to find someone who will buttonhole you and tell you, hey, I got to tell you about my hatred of consumerist Christmas here, all right? And those people don't take holidays at that time of year, all right? For many years, I didn't. I took my holidays in April, and I like fall, so, late September, early October when I was back in Vancouver. That was my favorite time of year to take holidays. I liked it. But if you had tried to call me during the last week of the year, I would have been at my job. There was a time I remember working on my birthday, and I was bored out of my tree. There was nothing to do. It was a skeleton crew. There was hardly anybody else there. There was nobody to call because all those people had buggered off as far as collections went. And so I had nothing to do. If you had called me to try and sell me something at that time, I would have been glad to hear from you. Glad, thankful, appreciative to hear from you. And there are a lot of people out there like that. What about people who don't have kids? They don't need Christmas, do they? A lot of people just, as they get older, lose that fascination with the holiday season and are quite happy to go be at work and in their offices, and then at that time of year, when the gatekeepers have all gone home, they are accessible to you. They are sitting around with nothing to do. It's awesome. I mean, what could be better than that? They're unguarded and they're welcoming intrusion, at this time. So go get them, okay? The key thing here is that during that time of year, you have to change your behavior. You cannot keep doing things the way you've done them all year. You can't wait for inbound leads. You can't wait for soft referrals to roll in. And you sure can't expect your existing customers to stop behaving the way they have every other year and suddenly be around during that holiday season. No, if they buggered off the last 5 years during this time, they're going to do it again, and let them, okay? But you have to plan for this and behave differently. This means you're going to have to do more outbound stuff, okay? Have something to give to people. Have a way of opening a conversation that makes them chuckle or something like that, and then you can get on with the business of qualifying them, okay? One final thing before I go. You want to look at this time of year in a holistic way with your entire revenue plan for the year. And if all you're trying to do is make as much money as you can every month, that's terrible. Stop doing that. Set a budget, set a target, okay? Your subconscious needs it. If you don't set a target, you're never going to get anywhere. You can always raise the target. Set your target for X amount, you achieve it by the middle of the month, great, raise your target. Raise it again, go ahead. Nobody's going to stop you. But if you don't have a target, you're just going to wallow around. It doesn't lead to the behaviors you need to do, okay? So looking at this holistically, and I'm doing this video now in the beginning of November to give you a chance, a moment to do something different between now and that December 20th time, let's say, okay? Do something different. To get a different result, we need to behave differently, okay? So if you roll into this time of year going, yeah, it's going to be the same as before, and I'm going to be the same as before, and I'm going to do everything the way I did before, you're going to get the same results, which is, come the end of the year, right? Not enough money, okay? So plan for it now. Raise your target now. If you know that there's going to be that gap in revenue coming in during that period, plan for it so that you can make more money now. Ramp up your behavior now if that's the way you want to do it. So you need to manage your revenue, okay? It can't just come in like randomly. If that's the way your business is going, you don't really have a business, you have a hobby. And I've talked about that before. So go and correct that by amping up your behavior now and adjusting it so that you can get the results you want. And you're not left sliding at the end of the year, hoping. So new projects that you take on at this time of year don't have to be the spectacular $6 million man type deals, okay? I remember one thing that I did that was still good from a cost benefit standpoint, you know, but it wasn't a ton of money. It was an introductory project though. I wrote 3 emails for a guy and I made him a ton of money with him. He had a good list. And he came back 4 months later in April. Okay, I did the project my birthday week at the end of the year. He came back to me in April and said, do you want to run this launch for me? Okay, and we went on and made a lot of money. So use this time strategically, use it wisely. It is a great time to reach out and meet new people, start new projects, and manage it. You know, manage that situation, manage your cash flow so that you're not left with this great gulf at the end of the year, all right? Build up some reserves now maybe. All right, but do not believe that just because a lot of people turn off during the holidays, it doesn't mean every prospect, every prospective customer turns off during the holidays. There are a lot out there, and they're much easier to reach, and they want to talk to somebody at this time of year. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire, helping you beat those holiday sales doldrums. Thanks for watching.